I first created Kinobody, what I was really teaching people was how to achieve that lean, angular physique like you see in Hollywood. Think of Brad Pitt in Fight Club. Think of Ryan Reynolds in Blade Trinity. Think of American Psycho with Christian Bale where he plays Patrick Bateman. It's that look where you have incredible definition. You're not huge. If you were to wear a t-shirt or a suit, you'd look fit. You'd look you're strong, but you're not massive. But when you take that shirt off and you reveal that definition, like it's insane. And your face is really lean and angular. Your muscles really pop because of that low body fat. So when I created Kinobody, I was teaching people how to achieve that look because contrarily, a lot of the fitness gurus, they talked about getting big, bulking up, putting on this size. And what happens is you add the fat. Your face gets chubby, your muscles, they don't look masculine because you have this fat that just ruins your proportion. You don't get that sleek ratio. And so my Warrior Shredding program is the one that's really honed in on achieving that lean, chiseled physique. You're doing a few things. You're strength training to build that proper proportion, that sleek, square upper chest with the solid shoulders and that lean kind of, Hollywood physique. But you're also setting up your nutrition in a way that allows you to steadily lean down to a low body fat and reveal incredible muscle tone. Now the program is actually extremely fulfilling from a lifestyle standpoint. All my courses, you're training 3 days per week because that's what allows for maximum neural recovery. And you don't want to, if you're going for a nice, really good looking physique that's fun to maintain, you don't want to train 5 days a week. You don't want to train 6 days a week because you're going to be a slave to the gym. If you want to stay big and you train a lot, you have to work out all the time to maintain that fullness and that glycogen, the sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. When you build your muscle off training less, you're actually able to maintain it. You go on vacation, you take a few days off the gym, you wake up in the morning, and you still look really freaking good. And so the Warrior Shredding program, you're training 3 days a week. You're getting stronger in key lifts to build that warrior physique. And you're hitting your nutrition a certain way that allows you to lean down to a low body fat and really reveal muscle tone. A lot of people struggle to lean down. They struggle to hit that calorie deficit. They rely on tons of cardio. They try and follow all the dogmatic diet rules, but the Warrior Shredding program is really there to strip away from the bullshit and to strip away your body fat so you can actually get truly lean, because most people struggle with getting lean. Very few people will ever be under 10% body fat in their life, or at least for more than a day. But this program actually allows you to do that because we're using the things that make leaning down so easy, so enjoyable. We're not doing the low carbohydrate thing, the calorie cycling thing, which actually has no benefit as far as fat loss is concerned because it's about a calorie deficit. We're using intermittent fasting to make eating a deficit super enjoyable. We're using meals and foods that really keep you full and satisfied. And once you get into the program, it's incredible. I get tons of transformations from people doing my Warrior Shredding program. If you go into the Facebook group, once you become a member, you'll see incredible transformations.
What's up, guys? In this video, I wanted to do a review of the Warrior Shredding program by Kinobody. This is going to be a cutthroat, honest opinion of the program after having done it for a year, and sort of just my 2 cents on this workout program and a lot of other programs like it. So in 2015, I decided to try out the Kinobody Warrior Shredding program. It was right whenever I was trying to do a cut, and I figured it would be the best way for me to lose body fat, lose weight, and finally get into warrior shape. So this program is a very minimalistic workout routine. It only has you training 3 days in the gym per week. It's not something that's for people who are super into bodybuilding, who really take this stuff seriously. This is more so just for the average Joe Schmo who wants to be in shape but still have a life. And that is sort of why he made this, although I don't understand the reasoning behind trying to get super shredded while still having this kind of minimalistic approach. But, for the most part, it could probably get the job done. Some of the pros. Let's go over the pros of this particular workout program. We'll do the good parts first and then the bad parts last. So just like I kind of mentioned already, it's very easy, very low maintenance. You're only training for probably, I think it's maybe 2 hours at the most per week. It might even be less. I would say it's even less. It's probably closer to 1 hour per week. and you're just hitting the key lifts and doing a couple isolation movements. That's pretty much it. It's like it focuses on the 4 key lifts that he mentions in his philosophy, which is overhead press, incline bench press, weighted pull-up, and then curls. Kind of a weird combination of lifts, but there are enough compound lifts to really round out most workout programs. The second pro is that it's really an enjoyable program to do. It's fun because there's this sense of progression within it. I'm not saying that you should just always lift the same amount of weight, but that's not always the most important part, in my opinion, when it comes to working out and lifting weights and trying to build muscle. It's more so about, yes, lifting heavy, but form. Focus and form. That's, in my opinion, more important. And the increase in weight will come over time. But that aspect of it, the progressive, he uses, linear periodization for his workout, or the muscle building protocol is linear periodization, which is just increasing weight over time and not really managing volume all that much. So there's that aspect, is it's enjoyable and it's really fun to do. And the third one, which I already kind of said already again, is that it's flexible. You know, you don't have to be in the gym all the time. You can still have a life, still go out and have fun. In fact, he even advocates that people drink alcohol while they do his program because it helps to relax you and stuff like that. And he thinks, and obviously this is bullshit, but he thinks that it helps with muscle recovery because you're being more relaxed. And he said I forgot what he said. He said one time that like it helps you with your water weight stores or something like that. He said sometimes if you do a massive cheat day, you drink a bunch of alcohol, then you'll actually lose weight the morning after because your body is more decompressed and more relaxed. I don't know the validity of that statement, but that's what he says. Now let's go over the cons of this particular program. The cons, there's a lot of cons, and I told you this was going to be an honest review. First of all, it's not enough of a workout. I'm just going to be honest here. I do personally think that I lost muscle while doing this program. Now, that's not to say that it can't build muscle, but I think this is a beginner workout. This is for somebody who's like a newbie in the gym, or somebody who just like wants to just not be fat and just have like okay body composition. This is, in my opinion, this is not the workout to get shredded with. Yeah, it's fun, enjoyable, and flexible, and it's good for beginners, but if you're trying to getting shredded, getting super lean is not something that you can achieve just by going in the gym a couple times a week. I mean, you have to have your diet on par. You also have to be doing cardio, watching added sugar, all kinds of stuff like that. That at least that's how I got to the shredded state. I didn't achieve a super low body fat until like recently because I just kept following bullshit advice. So there's that. This is not enough of a workout. Also, he gives bad diet advice, like I've already alluded to, is that, you know, he believes that it's mostly just calories in, calories out, which is true if you just want to control your body weight. But if we're talking about body composition, also just longevity and health, your macros have to be in check too. Macros are good because they'll keep your weight in check, but I mean, do you want to live to see your gains? Because if you're eating a diet of only Oreos and protein shakes, yeah, you'll probably have muscle, but at what cost? You're going to feel like shit. You're not going to be able to sleep. And you're going to have all these long-term health issues because you didn't get enough of the right nutrients in your body. So that is a second con, is this bad diet advice, because he does the if it fixes your macros stuff. And that's just, in my opinion, that's a bad diet to do. I do that. I only switch. I'll rarely switch to that diet. But that's because maybe if I'm trying to gain weight or I just don't have time, I'm traveling or whatever, but that's not my go-to diet. It used to be, but not anymore. It's not my go-to diet. And the last con is that it has very little value for how much it costs. So back whenever I bought it, it was like $50. That's probably closer to like $80 adjusted for inflation. You know, a nearly $100 workout program that is just going to give you minimal results, I don't think it's worth it. And on top of that, like, he had this whole ad campaign that he did on the internet for this program, especially whenever I got it. And it was promising like all these crazy results, like that the fasting would somehow increase testosterone, all that kind of stuff, which, I mean, maybe it does, but it's not going to give you some kind of like steroid-like result. Now, let's end things on a good note, because I really roasted this program. This is a good workout for somebody who's new to the gym and is new to lifting. I think that people can benefit from doing this program. And I will say, I really, the thing that made me actually buy this and the thing that really drew me to this was the whole concept of the physique classes. So if you guys aren't familiar with him and sort of what he's about, back in like, and he's not really, I wouldn't really call him on the scene anymore. He peaked and he's not really as popular anymore. Back in like the 2010s, he promoted this concept of the physique classes, and there are 3 basic categories. It was warrior, that was sort of like level 1. Greek god, that was level 2, and then level 3 was superhero. And every physique had a 10-pound difference between them. His physique, because he's kind of gifted when it comes to muscle building, so his sort of warrior physique was like 160 pounds. Then his Greek god was like 170, and then superhero was like 180. He's like 5'10 or 5'11, by the way. So that was the sort of, I guess, selling point, for lack of a better term, when it came to this program and all the programs that he was selling. It's still selling to this day. That concept is really that was the best part of this program, was just like that image. And, you know, to be honest, anyone can get the warrior physique, in my opinion. Anyone can get that look. But you have to do it in the most optimal way. Buying a cookie cutter programming, for lack of a better term, I hate to say it, but buying a cookie cutter workout program on the internet for $50 and then expecting to get results in like a year or less is not going to get you the warrior physique. In my opinion, you could probably get it in 2 months, no matter how out of shape you are, if you do the right things. And what I think you should do is follow more of my advice and focus more on like things like limiting your added sugar, doing high protein, fasting, just because that helps with digestion. That's going to give you better V-taper because your stomach will be smaller. And really trying to get strong and do proper form. That, in my opinion, is going to build you the warrior physique. So, with that being said, I will talk to you in another video. Peace out.